So, you want to buy a home for a deal in Los Angeles? I have a great strategy to help you guys buy a home for $1 million or less here in Los Angeles. Step one is to buy a condo, 2 bedrooms or less, and that's it. Mic drop. Hey everybody, this is Jason Foreman. I sell homes in Los Angeles. I made this YouTube channel to help people who want to sell their home for the highest price, get the most qualified buyers attracted to their home, or if they want to buy a home for a deal, especially in competitive markets like here in the west side of Los Angeles. And also there are some people who just like to know what is going on in real estate prices. If you like that, a like for the YouTube algorithm will be much appreciated. Alright guys, so all silliness aside, it's crazy to say, but I grew up here in West Los Angeles near Culver City. The prices of homes are so high that a deal on a home is actually $1 million and under. I know it's crazy to sound. I mean, when we were kids in middle school and elementary school, we would talk about rich people. What do they buy? They buy $1 million home, and here we are about 20 years later. Just dated myself a little bit. Yeah, so about 20 years later, and the average home in this neighborhood is over $1 million. Actually, in Culver City, a home that needs a lot of work is about, really small, is about $1.4 million. It's pretty crazy. Let's get into this, you guys. Here are a list of homes on the west side of Los Angeles that you can get for under $1 million, and it is a deal out here compared to everything else. Number one on our list is we have Westchester. Westchester is a great area. It's right by a world famous LAX airport, and the first home is 8511 Truxton. This is a 2-bedroom for $889,000. Now that doesn't sound very cheap. It's a little bit rustic too. I mean, it looks cute from the front. There's a decent amount of room. It's not the smallest house that I've seen, but the windows look like they need some work. It looks like the paint is peeling a little bit. This home has been on the market for 120 days, and real estate agents, we know that if a home is on the market for more than 30 days, that's when we could come in and we could actually get a deal. That's how me and my wife, we bought a home. It was on the market for more than 150 days, and we came in and we actually gave a lower offer, even though it was a really hot market. Although right now, about a year and a half later, the market is even hotter. Home number 2 is also in Westchester, and this is what my client brought to me. I don't know if you guys remember a video that I made a few weeks ago about a client who was looking for a duplex. Same client, she texted me a couple of days ago. We have 11903 Courtly. It's in Westchester, like I said, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and it's not just a normal house, it's actually a duplex. Remember, she was looking for a duplex. So this one is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house in the front, and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath kind of little guest house in the back, an ADU, which is what we call, is usually like a separate smaller home, a smaller unit, and it's usually a garage that was standing there, and somebody converted the garage to have a kitchen, to have a bathroom, and a living space. And as we know, there's a housing crisis all over the country, especially in Los Angeles. It's a struggle to find affordable housing. So a lot of places are looking the other way, and it is easier and more acceptable, widespread, to create an ADU unit. This home is just under $1 million. I couldn't believe it, and I thought it was too good to be true. I thought maybe it was falling apart, but if you take a look at it, it's in really good shape. Not to mention, not only are the floors really nice, and it's in really good shape, everything looks bright, it's in good condition, the cabinets have good paint on it, the hardware on the cabinets are good, but also, like I said, you have that additional unit, that 1-bedroom unit that's in the back. So what that is, let's say that your mortgage is, I don't know, $4,000, $4,500 per month. You have somebody renting that unit for just $1,000 a month, which would be a steal. It'd be more like a little bit higher, but let's say if they only paid $1,000 for that unit, then you get $1,000 off. Basically, essentially living there for $1,000 less. That will help cut your costs. The other thing you can do is if you have family members that you need to be close to, or if you have a mother-in-law, father-in-law, parents-in-law, they can live in that, stay close to you guys. Continuing on down the list, we have a home that's in Baldwin Hills, very near me as I'm making this video. It's 3647 Hillcrest. This home is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath that is offered at $799,000. This home is, wow, it's in really good shape for this price. I mean, it's not the cleanest from the front, it's got good bones, you could paint it a little, you could like resurface the exterior, but it's not the hugest home, but it's got a decent amount of space. It's got great wood floors. They look like they're in good shape. There's also some flooring near the kitchen. It's this ugly linoleum, and that's just a thin layer of plastic with a pattern that kind of looks like tile. No problem, it's easy to remove that, or if a contractor would suggest to put a subflooring over that and put something over it. Luxury plank vinyl. That's actually very durable, and it looks like wood, but it's actually more durable than wood. It's scratch resistant, and it's even cheaper than wood, and it looks great. That's a simple solution to put over that ugly linoleum floor. So like I said, this home needs a little bit of work, but it's very cute, and under $1 million at $799,000, it is a really good steal. You probably couldn't get it for lower than that. Baldwin Hills is a very popular area. Just like I said in my video before, this is down the street from Cumulus, West LA's first skyscraper, so the values are pretty high right now, especially compared to what they were a year or two ago, and they're really going to skyrocket. So a very savvy buyer is going to come in and get this, and not only is it a good buy right now, may not seem like it, may seem a little bit high, but once that Cumulus is done, which it pretty much is, they're already renting a few units in there, but there's also a Whole Foods that goes down below. I mean, are we talking, of course we're talking about the ultimate hipster magnet, right? The ultimate attraction for hipsters is Whole Foods, right? So that's how you know that the place is coming up and the area is definitely improving and the values are gonna go up, is when you have a Whole Foods down the street. Am I right? So moving on, guys, the final home that we're looking at is actually in Culver City. Yes, I made that area profile on Culver City, and I cannot believe it. I actually found one home for sale in Culver City that's under $1 million. Let's take a look at it. It's 3859 Goldwyn Terrace, and this is for sale at $999,000. So first, you guys, when I took a look at this home, I thought, oh man, who's gonna pay almost $1 million for this cute but small 2-bedroom home? It's definitely not worth it, and it's really small. I mean, the lot is about 2,000 square feet, and Culver City is known for having pretty small lots, maybe 5,000, a little bit, sometimes 6,000 on the larger side. So from 5,000 down to 4,500, that's pretty small, but this one is about 2,000, so it's even smaller. I thought, who would buy this? But you know what? I took a look at the pictures, and like you guys are seeing right now, it's actually in really good shape. Similar to the first home in Westchester, it has really good floors, and it's looking pretty nice. They did the kitchen, you know, it's not the largest kitchen ever, but they really did it right. The cabinets are looking great. Those bright colors that's in style right now, the hardware on the cabinets are looking good too. Somebody really gave this some love, and I don't know if it'll sell exactly for that price, but it's really nice. I think it's gonna go. Somebody's gonna like it. Oh, and similar to the ADU home, similar to the duplex home in Westchester, there's a little detached garage, and they turn into an office. How cool is that? I mean, even though it's only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, you also have this little office where, hey, you could film YouTube videos in there. Pretty cool, huh? Thank you for watching. As things are right now, it's ridiculous, but a home that is $1 million or cheaper, that is a deal. If you want to see similar videos where I take a look at home prices, then go ahead and click my playlist. Before we go, I wanted to give a brief brush over what is going on in the housing market. So currently, homes are very low in supply, meaning there are very few homes for sale right now, and that is driving prices up. For example, in Culver City, only 44 listings for sale as this video is made late August 2020. Of those 44 listings, only 16 of them are new listings. One of which is the 2-bedroom for $999,000 that I talked about. It's only a 2,300 square foot lot. And as most of you probably know, if you've been watching the news and paying attention, interest rates are at an all-time low. 30-year fixed rate loans are on an average of less than 3%. And that's great for buyers. On average, buyers can save over $100,000 per year compared to the 5% interest rate, which was a few years back in 2018. That's a lot of money. So remember, buyers, that sticker price, it may look high for right now, but you're actually paying a lower monthly payment thanks to those low interest rates. That's another reason why the price of homes are very high right now, even given the current situation. So the next time your friend or your neighbor tells you that homes are not selling for a lot of money, you can tell them that homes are actually selling for a high amount. In fact, the average days on market for homes in California is only 16 days on the market. That is very good. Like I was talking about earlier, in real estate, time is a very important factor. And if a home sells in 30 days or less, that's good. So you can imagine if a home sells for 16 days, that's really good. California has also hit an all-time high. The average price for a home here in California is $626,000. Now that may not sound very high compared to these homes that I was talking about earlier in this video in areas like Westchester, Culver City, and Mar Vista. Those areas are definitely higher, but that statewide average definitely pumps everything up and it affects every area within the state. This is also a record breaker because the average price of homes in California have never gone beyond $600,000. This is also a 2.5% increase from this time last year. All right, well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more about what is going on in the real estate market, and if you want to sell your home for the highest price, or if you want to get a deal, don't forget to subscribe. I would highly suggest that. And if you want to see more videos like this, where I'm talking about the prices of homes in California, go ahead and check out my playlist. All right, guys, thank you, and we'll see you next time.